We are live.
Good morning. Welcome to Robson Arena. For those of you at home, you're not going to get a better experience than today. We couldn't have a better camera setup.
No.
Yesterday was not bad.
No, yesterday was good.
Pueblo, but I don't know what you'd call this little cutout. This is for the rich folks.
Well, this is for handicap seating. But I'm not handicapped and I don't see anybody.
Well, the chairs, and we're not going to swing the camera around, but the chairs recline.
Yeah.
So how good do they have it?
But even the bar stools recline.
Yes.
So this is 5-star college arena.
So Sean wore his DU hat today just to make sure that nobody forgot who the real team was in Colorado. But
yeah, I kind of made a mistake there, but
this is the home of the CC Tigers. If you've never been here, I would say check out a Gold Pan game and watch the Tigers and Pios play. And if not, come down here and see the Sioux. If you know, you know. But come see the North Dakota Fighting Hawks.
Yeah, Fighting Hawks. I still like it when people have the Sioux jerseys. I'm like, yeah, that's a cool jersey.
Interesting little tidbit. This may or may not be a fact, depends on who you ask. Hawks is an acronym. HAWKS.
It is.
Yeah. How about we keep Sioux? So.
Well, I know Cheyenne Mountain was a little pissed when they took because they're the Hawks now, but they used to be the Indians. And actually, I forget if it was the Cherokee or whatever, used to come and bless the school every year.
Right, that's awesome.
And they were very upset when they changed their name.
Well, one of my best friends went to Florida State University, still lives in Tallahassee, and their local tribes voted to keep the Seminoles, and they do the thing where the spear's on fire and they plant it at center midfield before the game. Pretty awesome thing. We like the Sioux. I have a TJ Oshie Sioux jersey. Don't get to break it out enough, but should have wore it today, as a matter of fact. Might have made some of the CC fans irritated. As it is, let's get everybody up to speed quick. New Mexico comes in 3-0, and they come in off a stomping of Littleton. And how fun is it to say that? Littleton, the coach asked me, was Littleton missing some of their players? So, New Mexico. I hope that's the last time I do that. New Mexico won 5-0 over Littleton. Warriors come in off a 7-0 victory over Monument White. So here's the path. We win, we play Colorado Springs in the championship. If we lose or tie, we play A Navy in the third place game. One game is at 6:20 tonight, the other game's at 6:30. We'll sort that out later. They're both at Broadmoor, one rink or the other. But what you have here is Ed Robson Arena. It's going to be a beauty. We're hoping for a great game, and what you'll notice maybe on the broadcast is it's going to echo. So when unhinged lunatics like myself yell at their kids, it echoes, and it really makes you stand out. So everyone looks, they're like, there he is, it's that one.
Yeah, there was a dad all the way at the other end of the ice for the last game. You could hear him the whole rink.
One of the prospects players, and I'm not going to name it just in case the wrong person's, but when we played grad at DU, he was always yelling at his kid, and we were like, oh my goodness, who is... Oh, I know who it is. So, hey, we're about to drop puck. We got Isan, Jack, and Paxson, I'm assuming that is over there. Yep, puck's dropped. Arapahoe comes away with it, and he knocks it back to Tom on the back end. And we've gained the zone temporarily. Back in the neutral, Tom's going to have to play this. He does. The big giraffe swings and misses, but recovers and hits. Oh, we don't want to do that. So we're going to have to be a little bit less lackadaisical on that play right there. Elliott slides it around. That'll get out of the zone, I bet. Watch.
Yeah, that's going to get out.
So smart play by Elliott. It might be icing. Yep, it's going to be icing.
Nope, he waved it off.
Oh, he went for it, so it's not icing. And fortunately for that kid, he didn't realize he didn't have to play that. Pressure here by Arapahoe and almost cut off by Isan. Big Tom's going to have to retreat because here comes some speed. And I'm telling you, from up here, the ice looks bigger. Backhand on, Brian saves, flipped out again by Clark. Pressure over there in the corner. That's Paxson. Wraparound, that's going to, no, holy cow.
Oh, I thought that was in.
Yeah, I don't know how that wasn't a goal. But that one is.
That one is. Yeah, we gotta get some movement going, but we're okay. We're in the game.
I feel like that was only a matter of time, though. I mean, on the wraparound, I think we got lucky that one wasn't in the net.
Yeah.
You could see. I mean, if I can see the net's that far open, but hey, we got a good We got a good viewing advantage here.
We're okay. They just gotta start moving their feet a little bit.
I see. I got my first and middle name on the boards over there. Josh and John's Colorado Craft Creamery. We should get them to get us a sponsor.
Yeah. Well, you should. You got some skin in that game.
Well, nobody told this guy right down below you that he should go sit over there. Like I said, everything that's going to be yelled here it echoes loudly because the arena's empty. And then if you were at a game with the Tigers, you wouldn't hear anything because it'd be so loud with all the fans.
Right.
So Elvis is going to have to chase, going to have to go faster than that. I don't know why he's on cruise control. So,
Seems like the whole team is at this point.
So today looks like it might be one of those days where I yell, Elvis backhands at the goal. And I thought that one was in, but it just went beside the goal. And somebody go to the other side of the net. If we had a right wing and a left wing, I don't know if they let us play with those, but that would have served us well right there. Bryce picks up, and he's chasing out of there. Pitchfork down. Elvis go play that puck. So Elvis comes out of there, and he's going to wrap around, and he fires one off the side of the net. Good stuff attempt by him. I mean, you're just trying to hit the back of the goalie, right? Here comes Bryce, though. He picks one away. Pass would have been great there. Elvis shoots, and off the side of the goalie. Good pressure here by this line. Bryce flips forward. Where are you, Elvis? I think that was intercepted, maybe. But Sebastian turns and burns. And Sebastian again. Somebody go. Emerson has to chase. Bang it off them boards right away. There you go. Perfect play. You see why that's perfect? Oh, stone! Sebastian picks up that beautiful pass by Emerson. And I hope that Emerson realizes. Oh, nice shot there, attempt by Brexton. Okay, Elvis must have got out of the game. Bryce is still in. Sebastian's coming out. Dotson's going to come on. Oh, no. Wraparound attempt. No good. Played out by Emerson. This will be icing. Okay, see what Emerson did there? Just a little bit better angle, and it's perfect.
Yep.
If you hit, now as deep as he was, he has to hit the blue line. When you're a forward like myself, then you're aiming for the red line. Defensemen aim for the blue line, and then you get your bank to come here. If you play pool, it makes perfect sense. Hustle lines in, I believe. Yep, there's Stewie. Stewie's on the. I was looking at Clark. I'm like, where'd Stewie go?
Well, let's see if he stays there.
Stewie knocks that puck out of there. Dotson comes up the boards, and now Evans will have to chase. He'll peel off as Elliott goes. Elliott's losing the battle there to 28, but he's staying with it, and he comes away with it. Perfect. Oh, no. There was a guy waiting there. Pretty good slapper.
That was a good slapper.
Good power there from 55. Looks like he's 14. Maybe we'll get some age verification. You ever seen the Replacements show where he comes with a note that says, I am 12?
Yeah, right.
$10 bill. Puck's in the neutral zone, skated through by New Mexico, right in front of the Arapahoe bench. And we're going to have to, as I say, we're going to have to stop that. They fortunately lost the puck. So Brexton comes out of here with it. He flips to Elijah. Still trying to decide if I'm going to go last names or first names, and I don't know why that's even a thing. Arapahoe is onside. Go to the net. Go to the net. Perfect. No, go to your forehand. He does, and now it's in the feet of Elijah. Okay, Elliott turns and now bang it this way. He does. Okay, picked up by Elijah. Let's go, dude. He just fires it down. Pretty smart play, because now they can change. Isan, go get the puck. There you go. Isan intercepts one. That's the kind of play Isan has to make for us to be successful right there. See how he just jumped into traffic? Elliott spins around behind the net. He's looking for somebody. He got one right there. Fires up, and man,
Just out of reach.
Yeah, just eluded. But banged away by Paxson. Okay, somebody, yeah, those are the plays yesterday where we were like, the goalie's thinking you're going to grab it, and then you don't. Tommy goes down. He's going to have to get back up quick. Puck's thrown behind the net. Eson's behind the net chasing. That puck gets out of the zone. Go chase it. Webster's going to, if Webster wins that, you can see that developing though, right?
Oh yeah, if he caught that puck, he'd see the other way.
Gloved by the winger. Every once in a while I like to just pause because it's such a good viewing experience at this arena. We got the glass right in front of us. You can just lean over, look down in the bench.
Yeah, I really like it here. I think it's probably the nicest facility in Colorado.
I wish the Avalanche would play some exhibition games here.
Yeah, it'd be good. The other one I like too is Air Force Academy. That's a cool old rink.
Bryce comes out of there with it. He tries to go right down the middle. My money, I would prefer, this is going to be icing. I would prefer to get to the outside lanes. So as a righty, Bryce, go around the right side. As a lefty, Elvis, go around the left side, of course, common sense stuff. But when you go down the middle like that, it's so much easier for him to knock it away. And I thought we had the advantage there. 3-on-2, I thought he was going to get a shot. And I don't know what's happening with the sound system, but I wish somebody would shut it off. It sounds like someone keeps touching a wire.
Yeah, right.
That's going to be held in. McGrady's. See, what's Sebastian doing out here? Go get down there by the net. Elvis is going to turn and look, and he just fires through to no one in particular. So Elvis and Sebastian, with that hair, they may share a brain. I'm not sure, but hopefully they start using it for good. Oh, backhanded out front, picked off though. So those are the plays again, and I've been trying to talk to Elvis about just because you think someone's there or you think it's the right direction, just look first. So we'll try to sort that out. Like by the next game, he'll never do that again, I'm sure. Come on, pick it up. Bryce out here, 2-on-1. Get to the outside, and see, there goes the toe drag, and you lost it.
And was the whistle blown there? I didn't hear a whistle.
If I could control him with my mind, I would say, you had a shot on goal, and then you toe dragged it, and now you don't have the puck.
They called it offsides.
All right, I guess it's offside, so that brings Dotson, and we're gonna. I don't know why it's so hard to resist doing the last name with him, but it's Eli, Stewie, and Brexon in together. Hustle line. That's chip. That's not offside.
Yeah, that was outside.
Okay. You know, the advantage or disadvantage of this arena is if Elvis turns around and looks, I can Darth Vader him and with my mind tell him stop throwing the puck without looking. So I'm guessing he won't look up here at any point. It's like, I know. I'm going to check my texts again to make sure that our mics are good. And, oh man, perfect pass. Brian with the big save. Perfect pass by New Mexico, right?
Yeah.
And point blank shot there by number 80. Long, wild hair. That one's hard to tell. That one might be a dude. That looks like a Tobias Morris. As he or she comes in front of us, I can't tell. But I'll bet you anything it's a snowboarder.
Oh yeah, either way.
All right, so I got a text from Mike Cup that says, let's go Mays. I concur with that. And I can't remember, I probably asked him this 10 times, if his son's team is 12U Maize or 12U White. But I have short-term memory problems. Something from my youth, I'm not sure.
Too many bumps to the head or something a little different? Or both?
Both. So Arapahoe's back down behind the goal line, not where we want to be, chipped out by Ober. Isan got to go a little faster. There you go. Chip forward to Webster. He's going to get it, and now he's into traffic. See that? Trying to go through the middle of the dudes doesn't work out that great for us. Shot just ripped there by 82, and that is high and wide. Don't forget now, this New Mexico team, wow, hits Brian in the chest, and a little bit more of the, I'm not sure I seen it coming.
Well, he was using his head there. He had the right play.
Fortunately, the shot was high. I feel like that shot had been knee level. We might have been in trouble.
He had a little bit of a screen there. Might have not seen it coming.
Bryce and the Hair Bear twins are back in. Let's see if they can get some action. They had a pretty good shift the first time out. Got some good shots. Elvis had 2 shots on goal, I believe. Bang this out, Elliot. Up the boards.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Oh, no. Picked off. Nice play by New Mexico. And he just rips, hits his own dude in the back. And that's attempted wraparound. It's about time McGrady just put somebody down, I'd say. Go get him, Tom. That puck's...
Saw that one coming.
Yeah, that puck's in the back of the net. 2-0. And
that's all right. This seems to be their comfort zone. They start playing better when they go down. Which I don't like, but
Elvis, Sebastian, and Bryce leave the ice after about a minute shift, and it looks like Cam is not pleased with them. I can tell you that they got about 30 seconds of ice time there, which if they're probably not pleased either. But I'm going to tell it to you this way before we get farther in the game. We're going to get blown off the ice if we don't pass the puck and we don't start hustling more.
Yeah, they're not moving their feet.
So here comes New Mexico 1-on-2, and it's chipped away temporarily, thrown at net, and that's in the net. That was a goal, but I think we're going to dodge a bullet there.
Well, he had it, but he scooted all the way back in. Oh, okay.
The puck was in the net. I will tell you definitively that the puck hit Brian and he went into the net, and the scoreboard says it didn't go in the net, and like I said yesterday once, my opinion doesn't matter, but I can tell you without a doubt that puck was... See, their coach is saying it right now, same thing. Puck was in the net, I promise. And we dodged a big bullet there, and I stand by what I just said. The score is going to be ugly if we don't find a way to light a fire. New Mexico is not the same team we seen last year. We beat them in this tournament pretty easily over at the Olympic Arena, and I feel like that they kind of did what Colorado Springs did and combined 2 B teams to make a better A team. Now, why can't Arapahoe do that? Why couldn't we have had an upper and lower A? Or why couldn't we just had one of our best players just not quit the day after the draft? That would have been super helpful because we're a really solid team as is. And if you take one more very upper level A skater, that would help. So a little collision out there at the blue line. Swung back up by Soren, out of the zone. So Chase now. Chase the guy with the puck. Go get him. Okay. Arapahoe's motors are running at about 3/4. And here goes Stewie. Just go to the net. Go. Tries to go through the guy's legs.
Just get it in. Just get it deep. I'd settle for get it deep.
Throw it deep, Stewie.
There you go. Now go.
Perfect. Now go Chase. But he turns and gets out of there. Isan's coming in. So go pick that up. Somebody has to go attack that puck. Evans does.
Yep, that was offsides.
Oh, man. You don't get any mercy for when it's in the air on the offsides, huh?
Nope.
That would be cool, because then you'd see pros just throwing it way up in the air, and everybody would rush in. So I suppose there's a reasoning for that rule. All right, Isan, Jack, and Paxson. Big Tom and Big Merle on the back end. Thrown down by Tom. Let's see here. As we've said earlier in the year, he prefers Thomas, so I call him Big Tom. Puck is not intercepted. Emerson steps in. Perfect. Those are the types of plays. Now go chase that guy. The puck, the net is over there. I don't know if our guys got the memo yet.
Yeah, they're...
There we go. Go get it. There we go. Paxson steps in. Ah, go step in, Tom. Whip a shot. Nice. Okay, there's the action's going the way we want. I'm not sure why the whistle was blown. Played with the high stick?
Yeah, I think they just
Is that
thought
played
he
with
had
the high
it.
stick, or does that mean I need deodorant? Okay. Not sure what happened there. Okay, Arapahoe still got the puck down deep in the zone, but somebody has to pressure the puck still. Turn around. Nice. And it's out. Okay, we're going the wrong direction. A lot of traffic there in the middle. Puck is right through the zone, off the side of the net. Brian, get up. Somebody come and there we go. Poked away by Tom. Little rub in there. Webster out in the open ice, 25 seconds to go in the period. New Mexico's got a captain, you see that? Go get the puck, it's over there. One of these dudes down here has the C on the jersey. I think 33. What do we got here? Was it an icing? Might have been played.
Yeah, it's an icing.
I was caught up looking at the... I don't even know where he went, but... Yeah, New Mexico has a captain. Some teams do that, some don't. Yesterday, the Littleton goalie had the C on her jersey. And number 82 has an A on his jersey.
It's pretty rare that the goalie's a captain.
My summer team begged me to name captains. And the kid who kept doing it, I assumed... Oh, thrown on net by McGrady, so it hits the pad. So at least we got a shot on goal there. 4 seconds in the period, so to eat it up. Sebastian got to get a shot.
Okay, well, they started to come alive a little bit there at the end. However, they got to start moving their feet.
I'll agree with your sentiment, but I'll also say this. It's very fortunate it's not 5-0. Brian had one hit him when it didn't look like he really seen it. We had one on the wraparound where they actually scored, so you can't really say that should have been an extra goal, but then that was so open. Just a minute ago, the rebound hit the side of the net down here, so
They got to get their feet moving.
Yeah, we gotta try something different. It feels like sometimes, and I don't know how you cure this. I'll defer to you if you got some ideas. But when they pick up the puck behind the goal line, we just watch them skate and spread out, but no one actually attacks the puck carrier.
Well,
do you do it like basketball and assign a man?
Hey, that might be a good idea. Actually, we have an assigned man, a center.
Yes. Well, when you come on the ice right now, obviously with hockey you're rolling so many times, but right now do you say, okay, Bryce, you got number 35 at all times, or 18?
That's not a bad, I've seen coaches do that before where it's, I don't care your left wing, that's your
the
guy,
hard part is, of course, is Bryce would have the center, Elvis would have the defenseman on this side, Sebastian would have that defenseman, and then Paxton would have this forward. So it's a lot to remember for kids like that. But here's one thing that's easy to remember: whoever's got the puck, somebody attack him. Bryce out in the open ice with it here, and he tries to stop, move. Elvis, get down behind. Now anticipate that. There you go. Okay, that's where he's supposed to be. He swung and missed, but he's supposed to be there.
Happens.
Now he turns around, throws down, and chips off Bryce.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was a little bit firmer. That confused the goalie.
Now, was it gorgeous? No, but we had an attempt towards the net, we had a deflection, and it hit the goalie's pads. You can live with that even if we don't score, because we're at least playing on the correct side of the ice. Sebastian tries powering through. Elvis just bangs one off the side of the net. I wish he had taken another step in, but game's moving fast. He's getting to the age too where he'd probably remind you that he's better than me, so.
You can't make that play, Dad.
Right, he's 10 now, so when he does, he just mumbles it, like.
Oh, yeah.
And well, I'm like.
It doesn't get any better when they're 14, I can tell you that.
Have you said this recently? I can't hear you.
We cancel 4-letter word in our house. We don't say that word.
You need to speak up. It's so frustrating with that. Like, I'm trying to communicate with you. Please raise your voice. And then 2 minutes later, they're playing floor hockey. Oh, Sebastian had a near miss there. And they're just screaming at the top of their lungs. So that's where Soren has to step in, though. So that puck was taken away, and now 28 slides. Elliott's in your feet! Dang it. Not a lot Brian could do there. That puck hit the defenseman in the feet and just laid out front. And when you're a defenseman, if it hits your feet, you got to get your eyeballs straight down on the ice immediately because you are in the danger zone.
Yeah, especially right there in front of the net. Those are tough to pick up on.
Right. I'm happy that they're not keeping the shots on goal today because that would be another one that would frustrate me because it's not going our way. But there we go. Pick it up. Okay, now get some open ice. Get the shot towards the net. He does. Hits the goalie. Puck's loose. Puck's still loose. Brexton has it temporarily. But now you got traffic. That's why you need to spread out. See, all 5 of the New Mexico players are down there. Here we go. Step in, Tom. He does. Throws it. Those are the kind of pucks that's the one where we're going to find the net with one of those shots by Tom or Emerson. Puck's thrown through, and man, I wish Stewie had his stick on the ice there. He's kind of tied up with the guy, which is also okay, but oh man, swung and missed by Haggard. Turnaround. Elijah does. Look it up. There you go, and that does not make it.
No.
A little bit more juice. Nice dangle there, and then he drops it. Knocked away by our defenseman. All 5 guys going to the same spot. Now they spread out. Nice move by McGrady. Down he goes. Pucks into the skates of Elijah. Out by McGrady.
Well, that's out. That was
out. Just a real struggle just to do kind of the most basic things for us right now. We are 10 minutes to go in the second period. Score doesn't look good, and it's not going to improve anytime soon without some passes, I'm telling you. And we were harping this a few weeks back, and then it improved dramatically. If you watch the Littleton game, we passed. And then the next game against Colorado Springs, we played like we didn't know that the forward pass was invented. And so we're kind of night and day as a team. It's almost like some of these kids are 9 and some are 10. Banged up the boards and out. Throw it back, but we're offsides by a country mile. So those are ones when you watch the upper level, and this is some coaching, but some it's just in between their own ears. When you watch the teams, like Colorado Springs had number 5, the defenseman. He would have spun around with that puck, taken a second, and then waited and chucked it back in to let the guys get back. So it's a fine art. It's a very tough spot. Here we go. Isan fires.
Good
shot on goal, Isan.
Good attempt there.
And now New Mexico just dances around, and Soren comes in with the good feet. Nice play there, and he throws it across.
That was a smart play there.
Isan's shot, if you notice, when he went to get the rebound, the defender just smeared him. Like, you get one shot, dude, that's it. And he just kind of shoved him out of there, and it looked frustrating from my vantage point for Isan. The puck's out in the open ice, and back down into our zone. Soren's tasked with having to play this. He fires. Oh, that is not at all the place where I want it to be. That puck's out front again. Isan's got some speed, and so here comes Webster with Isan. He fires. Should I say the word fires on that? Isan with attempt and muffined it a little bit. Now Webster. Vieira's in. That puck finds Soren. Go ahead, Soren. He slides down. If we can just...
No, he just couldn't find his stick.
Nope. Elvis, you got time.
Oh, they're getting us for a trip.
We got the penalties on us?
Yep.
So Elvis just got on the ice, and you see his expression there because of the penalty on us. Oh, I was going to say, I think they're taking him back. Like, he was literally on the ice for 4 seconds, and it looked like they were taking him out. And he was just like, no. But it looks like Sebastian's maybe going to catch the shaft on this one. No?
After giving it.
It is Elvis. See, these are the ones where, as a parent, I just feel for him right now.
Yeah.
He was on the ice for 4 seconds of that, and now he's taken off because somebody else committed a penalty, and it wasn't him. But we have a PK team on the ice, and that's the way it goes. So Bryce down here with it, and per usual, oh, he just throws it through the goalie.
That's when you got to get to the net.
Yep, and see, the clock's still running, and the penalty's still running. So if I'm the coach of New Mexico, I'm highly irritated right now because Bryce just drove it down. Clock just stopped. So the clock guy let it go another 5 seconds. So Bryce just killed 15 seconds on the rush and another 10 seconds on the delay. Shoot, Stewie. Okay, Stewie gets one towards the net. Get your stick on the ice, Stewie. A lot of traffic in there, as Bryce finds out. Of course, when you're 4-on-5, it's going to be a lot of traffic in front of the net. Stewie's out. And that's offside.
Oh, just barely.
No chance that he can see Bryce behind him.
No, and that was just barely, like a foot.
All right, but good PK so far. We're 42 seconds into the PK, so 18 seconds left till Jack gets to come back on. And I can tell you from what I was touching on earlier, Elvis went to the bench and sat down, and
he's frustrated.
I can tell you that I wish I could be down there to pep him up, and I see him back up.
Yeah, it's not his fault. They're just...
He's aggravated because he just got on the ice, and now he's going to sit another 4 minutes till it's his turn. But that's what happens whenever you have a penalty.
Well, they could have brought him off, so when the penalty expires, they could just put him right back on with his line.
And that might be what happens, but yeah, I mean, I've seen that when I play. Like, you get taken off when you just get back on, and you're just frustrated because you're trying to get your blood flowing, you're trying to get going. That puck's thrown by McGrady, and if we win, there we go. Paxton's got 3-on-2. Let's go. Thrown to nobody really, except for the other guy. Thrown out. Come on, Tom. Oh man.
Oh no, and then he pulls a tire.
Oh man, one of these days. And wow.
Oh my goodness.
So their guy gets taken down, slides, gets back up, and still gets a shot on goal. Now we got numbers.
Oh, another blown tire.
Tires are burning up. Thrown out. All right. I feel like just watching for a little bit and taking a couple deep breaths.
Another one.
Yep. If he passes, it's a goal. Yep, this will be a goal. Oh, fortunately for us, he missed. Okay. We got 1-on-3 this time, so.
Waiting for some help.
Yep,
Gets it in deep. There you
good
go.
Play by Webster.
Got to get in there. Got to get in there.
Play. Knocked away by Elvis. Sebastian doesn't win the puck battle there, and here comes New Mexico is just faster than us. They're either faster than us.
Oh, there's a trip.
Pretty easy to see that was incidental contact on that last play, and New Mexico fans wanted a trip. So, no, but they called the trip.
Yeah, they called it.
Pretty horrendous call, in my opinion.
I thought it was the right call there. Even though you didn't mean to do it, a trip's a trip.
Henry checks in for Brian, and let's see if he has any better luck. 5:17 to go in the second period. And it's starting to look like we might see a Navy later today.
Oh, we'll get back in this. We'll get back in
Sean's staying optimistic. I'm telling you that I think the score is going to be 6-7-0, 6 or 7. Should we go that route, or should we stay away from that?
No, I wouldn't. We're starting to pick it up. We've got to stay on the box. I can tell you that.
Isan had a quality shot on goal.
I feel like if we could just get one pass, that the floodgates would open.
Oh, we got lucky there.
They just need a little bit of confidence.
New Mexico's passing. See that good stuff? Shot on goal. Henry gloves.
That's an easy one for him to pick up on.
Did you see how he turned his glove down though?
Yeah, he does do a little scooping motion.
Makes me nervous, but doesn't matter. He gloved it. And
it's almost like if he went to the butterfly there.
Right.
So he could catch it more with his glove up.
Bryce's line checks out. That brings...
Hey, that was a good play there.
Yep, good play. Let's see. Jack, Pax. Where's our other one? We're still short? Yep. Okay, forgot we were short. 10 more seconds on the Big Tom penalty. Puck's going to not be in the net, fortunately. Dodged a bullet there. 5 seconds to go on the penalty. That puck's only not in the net because he didn't get a full shot on it, but they passed it and had the net wide open. You'd be amazed at how passing goes. You touched on this yesterday in Pueblo. When you switch all your players when you're beating someone bad, like we did with Shacheta last year, then all of a sudden, and then you make a rule where you're not allowed to shoot until you pass.
Right.
They start scoring more goals.
Yeah, that's
because
just
they
it.
pass.
They're actually playing the game. It's just a little bit too far off.
That had all the makings of a breakaway goal. If Thomas had come out like a half a second earlier and picked that up. Thomas comes out of the box. The puck was thrown forward and missed him by about 5 to 10 feet. And if that puck had hit him on the tape, McGrady might have had us on the scoreboard. So, bummer there because you don't get those chances very often. We talked earlier in the game about sitting on these comfy chairs and doing the game, and you have to run the camera. I'm getting to the point where I'm about to sit down and just at least enjoy the comfy chair.
Enjoy the leisure.
Little collision at center ice, and now here comes New Mexico out of it. 1-on-4, 2-on-4 now. Shot still at the net. 2-on-4, and they get a quality shot. Evans goes around behind the net. He throws to Brexon. He bangs it out, so that'll be an icing. Waved off because New Mexico played it. So go step into that. Step in, Elliott. That's going to be offsides. So that's again where I've been critical of our guys right there. Just step in and take a chance. And if you miss it, your other defenseman and your center will be the ones that get behind you. But when that puck gets loose like that, take a chance and step into the play, make something happen. What's the worst that can happen? We give up a breakaway? I mean, we've been there. It's like, here we go, watch. He'll go right around, and he'll be a good shot on goal. Yep, back of the net. So, in my mind, I want to take off the microphone and yell at him to skate harder or get off the ice. But I know that doesn't sound good no matter how you say it when other people are listening. But kind of just watching. And yeah, puck is fortunately not in the net there. Nice shot across. Elvis is on the wrong side of the ice, and get out of there. Puck not in the net because Bryce saved a goal. And that puck could have been in the net off the deflection. So if I could talk to Coach Carl right now, I would just tell him, I looked at Coach Carl because I wanted to tell him, just sit Elvis down and have him he can just take the rest of the day off. because we're not out there to watch. Either go for it or not. And he's watching the play, and now he's not even in the right position anymore. So it's frustrating. New Mexico isn't that much better than us, but the score at the end of the day is going to tell a different story, I think. Haggard rips up the boards, so this will be an icing. No, he'll chase it down. It must have hit something down here on the near boards. Poked through by Isan. Good hustle. Hopefully our other forward gets into play there. Not sure why he's not. Okay, there he goes, and he's just stick-handled around. Going the other direction. Shot on goal. Off the post. Shot on goal. All right. Isan gives chase. That'll be an icing. What I will tell you for sure is that I hope that the Arapahoe jerseys that we play against later today inspire them, because it's one thing to lose like this to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to tell anybody about it. But when you play your brothers from Arapahoe, if you don't,
everybody knows, and you're not going to live it down for a while.
No. So, and by the way, they may or may not have a chip on their shoulder from the last game we played. So, I mean, get a shot, Stewie. Puck's banged up the boards, intercepted by. Oh man, they look a lot alike. That's Brexton down there that was just playing that puck. Stewie comes into the corner to try to get that puck dislodged. Front of the net, but we didn't have anyone there. Shots off Henry, and that'll be in the net. No. Pretty good rebound attempt, and the net was wide open. So hats off to New Mexico. They came here. If they win, they're in the championship against Colorado Springs. So talked with their coach earlier today. Super nice dude. This will be another icing. So we have that mastered. But super nice guy, the New Mexico coach. We got to know him last year. We actually beat New Mexico pretty soundly, I thought it was last year, but it might have been a close game. Maybe it was 5-3 or 6-3. And they're quite a bit better this year. I have to ask him what they do to develop their players. I know he did tell me that they don't play as many games as us, and I'm just going to tiptoe around that subject, but they do a lot more development and a lot less games. So it's kind of showing on the ice right now.
Yeah, the mountain teams tend to, well, I don't know if they're a mountain team, but smaller market teams tend to play quite a few less games.
Now we're already in the 30s this year, which is, that brings us to the end of the second period. That's the limit in Minnesota, where the level of hockey is significantly higher than this, and they only play 30 to 35 games for their 10U teams, and we're already at 30 on the 2nd of January. And if I remember right, 16, 12, and 3, that's 31, so this is 32. When you play so many games, if you have sometimes where you don't have success, but you just play like every 4 or 5 days, it's hard to refresh. It's hard to cleanse and get some practice in, get your confidence back up.
Because get the point driven home too.
Yeah. And so I'm a proponent of not playing so many. Also, my wallet is a proponent of that. But as it is, the one thing I will say about playing this many, I mean, playing hockey is usually fun. I can tell you right now that the body language in my son, it doesn't look like he's having fun.
Yeah, they all got their heads down, which, you know, is...
Yeah.
I don't like to see that, because, to be honest, the game's not that far out of reach. So they gotta put their big boy pants on and get to work.
Yeah, there's only one way I mean, you get slapped in the face, you get shoved down. You are the only one that can pick yourself back up and make something happen. If you don't like what's happening, you got to make something happen. And usually it's a selfless play. Like, make a diving play, make a steal, make a good pass, something like that. That's what will inspire your teammates. And this puck's going to be in. Nope. Puck was just danced around, so the start of the third period didn't change anything for us. Still loose down there. New Mexico just basically walked on down, and the guy decided if he was going to go to the forehand or the backhand. And didn't make it to the net somehow. Sebastian picks up. You got numbers. That's to Bryce. And knocked away. And New Mexico will just skate around all of it. No! Murrow steps in, but here we go. Elliott's tasked with the 1-on-2. Shot ripped. Glove by Henry. Great job, Henry. One of the 6 players on the ice for us was outstanding in that position. Elliott really got where he needed to be as well, though.
Yeah.
He was on the 1-on-2,
that was a great, take away that passing lane. Let the goalie make the save, take away the passing lane.
So 2 players did outstanding. One player for New Mexico really looked like he was a double-A player and we were a single-A. That puck's ripped high and wide. Big Tom behind the goal there and tries to chip through the goo, and that, if you could hear. So I'm not the only one, by the way. Like, Big Tom's dad was not pleased with that play. So nothing too bad, but he's just like, OMG, Tom. And I feel the frustration. I'm just more frustrated with Elvis's line because,
well, the whole team's a little flat. So
you're flat. You're not hustling. It's you get to play here. This is our second ever game here, and the last time we played here, it was the most disgusting performance. We lost 2-1 to Colorado Springs when we outshot them 20-5, and we ended up beating them later for the championship back in February. As I say that, the puck just goes through one of our players' legs. So Elijah, see, that's not as fast as Elijah can skate.
No, that's just it. Nobody's got the effort.
And now Stewie just ran into Elijah, and he is banged up. And I didn't see the play. I just heard the oohs and ahs. So exactly what we didn't need.
He has a flair for the dramatic, though.
This would be under the category of insult to injury, or other way around, injury to insult. I mean, we're already not playing well, and then we had 2 guys run into each other. But I wasn't picking on Elijah just a minute ago about not skating his fastest. That is literally all 14 skaters on the ice, I think. Unless you've seen someone that is, I mean, to that, Stewie went full speed and ran into Elijah, so.
Which 2 players didn't need to be occupying the same spot?
Yesterday on Elvis's goal, I was saying that to you, and I watched the replay, and it was more so when he picked up and I said, let him go, is because the other player on offense came into his lane. And I was like, learn how. So Elvis came from right to left, like a winger, like a left-handed winger should, and the other player should come behind him off his hip and fill the other lane. But instead he came, and you could tell he was like, if you fumble it, I'm going to pick it up. So, and it was like, that's something that you need to learn, is how to stay in your own lanes. So, looks like Stewie was grabbing at the neck, so is that like a whiplash thing? So did he bang on the ice afterwards?
Maybe.
And if Sean needs to go down and tend to Stewie, we'll see.
We'll see if he sits on the bench or if he shakes it off here.
As it is, Rachel can come over and move the camera if she needs to, or I can do both, but
I think he's all right. He might have whiplashed or something.
after the collision. So the original collision, he may have hit it on the ice. I don't know about you, but our helmet costs $400, so they usually protect the noodle.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was told when we first started this. You don't skimp on skates or helmets.
Right.
You want them to be comfortable, you want them to be safe.
Believe it or not, we skimmed by on skates for years. Al Peterson up in Monument gave us our first 3 pairs of skates Elvis had, because Al's just the best human being ever from Monument hockey. Puck's backhanded through and just misses the goal, fortunately. So the injury didn't do anything to deter Monument from throwing shots at our goal. I was hoping it would get us to pick up our play. So Stewie's still down here right in front of us with Cam tending to him. So I can't tell you for sure if Sean will finish the broadcast with us or not.
Well, I think he's shaking it off.
8.5 to go. Hopefully Elvis skates and doesn't just chip it out like he's afraid to play hockey. And yes, I said it exactly the way I said it. When you skate up the boards and nobody takes it away from you and you just chip it forward, it's higher. Puck is banged off the goalie, thrown out by Sebastian. Elvis kind of goes after it, so that's not the hardest he can skate. So believe me, I wasn't picking on Elijah earlier. So this is an opportunity for me, and you're better at this than I am. I'll tip my hat to you every day of the week. Shots thrown at the net, tipped by Henry. This is an opportunity for me to not go down the negative Nancy path the whole broadcast. So just call what I see in front of me.
Yeah, well, you got to take small victories when you're getting kind of beat like this. You just kind of take some small victories.
Yep. So Bryce and Elvis just had a 2-on-1, and Elvis couldn't stay on sides. And that alley I was talking about not driving down. Oh my goodness. All you're tasked with is to not cross the blue line before the puck. And you have a 2-on-1, so there wasn't like it was you had a whole bunch of traffic. As it was, that's why we had the whistle. 7 minutes to go in the third period. And I'm going to be sending out the YouTube link to the A-Navy parents later, because we'll let them come on and it's fun too, because I get to disparage their kids and they have to listen to it whether they want to or not. And as you know, I love so many of them.
Oh yeah, we know 90% of the other teams. So.
Not all of them are my favorites, but a couple of them really are. This puck is, man, we dodged a bullet there. So moral victory is right now, it should be about 9-0, but it's only 4. He's going to take a slapper, tease one up. Dudley, if you're a WWF wrestling fan like I used to be, I'm wondering if that's one of the Dudley brothers. And
cross check.
Check by McGrady. New Mexico parents are pretty riled up, but hey, a play happened, a call was made, and my favorite is just, hey! Like, hey what? Like, some of the parents,
they made the call.
including myself, if I was put under a microscope, I would have a lot of people saying, what's wrong with the dude over there, the bald dude with the glasses? But if Mike's still listening at home, and if I'm him, he's probably tuned out by now. I think I touched on this with you, but I didn't touch on it on the broadcast, that we talked to the other team's coach about a little incident we had outside our locker room last year. And the other team's coach was like, oh yeah, the Jones, Evo's wife with the blue hair, yeah. And so some of the New Mexico fans can be a little unhinged. So it's a pretty cool conversation. New Mexico coach is a great dude. And I wish his team wasn't so good.
Well, we got a cross check on them coming.
Okay, and I don't blame him.
Well, he was trying to create some space.
Well, I can tell you this: if I'm ahead of your team 4-0 with 5 minutes to go in the third period, and one of your guys cross checks one of my guys, I'm like, sorry, coach, but I'm gonna go.
I gotta take this one for Ricky, man. He'd do it for me.
You have to go dispense some justice. Like we said before, the game where Brexton got cross-checked in the back, I thought was a pretty cheap play, and Stewie came in with the elbow from the top rope, and I was like, hats off to Stewie, because if I'm in the locker room, I'm like, attaboy. Now, you don't want him to do that.
No. But if Elvis did it, I'd be like, yeah, that one coming.
So Elliott plays with the backhand, and it jumps out, so he just throws it back in. And
that one he had to do.
With 449, though, go ahead and take a chance. But all it does is it sets you up right here, so you're just going to have the face-off right down here outside the Pepsi circle. And
which is where they were to begin with.
Yeah, so he didn't lose anything. Mexico skates through. Tom's back on the ice. New Mexico gets a shot on goal, kicked off by Henry. So 152 shots to about 4, I think, is the unofficial tally. What do you have?
Yeah, you're not too far off.
Bryce with the dangle drag.
Oh, just couldn't get it
down
in there.
I don't know if that was more. It was almost the Forsberg where he was going to leave it behind
Yeah.
him. He didn't have anything else to go to. He was able to just kind of push it at the net. Puck's down in the corner. Slid through. That puck is thrown off of Elijah's stick, and he loses it. Haggard slams one out, and basically that just lets them set up. And this dude right here, number 18 for New Mexico, if I was coaching them, I would have been screaming at him. He didn't even make an attempt to get onside. So almost like he was daydreaming.
Picking daisies.
Oh, look at that pass. And
that's
cut
a good
off
back
there.
check
Good
there.
play by Evans. Liam Evans comes back and hustles, so hats off to him for continuing to play. Haggard's going to slam it up the boards, so nobody's over there because Elvis, why would you be? Come on, dude. Oh. So Elvis had the puck there on the wing, and instead of pulling it around to his forehand and maybe trying to get closer to the net, he just slides a backhand about 6 feet wide of the net. And I think it's just going to have to be one of those days where we go get ice cream and not talk about hockey afterwards.
That's it. That's usually what I do. It's like, they know they didn't give their best effort, so they still got to play another game. Don't let them sulk.
Hey, a shot towards the goal by Brex. Yeah, if the subject comes up, which I'm trying to get better in my old age of not lecturing on stuff like that. But if the subject comes up, I feel like I want to tell him, if you play that way against Navy, we're going to have to live with the embarrassment for the rest of the season because we see them every day. All right, puck's thrown through. 2 minutes to go in the game. Chased around by Sebastian. And see, that's kind of another play where, since we're not in the right position to begin with, what we do as a team, and it's really obvious to, get out now.
Oh, I don't know if that was.
It was clearly offsides because you get out of the zone when the guy picks up the puck. Arapahoe is not playing smart hockey, and let's talk about something. The weather is nice today. For January 2nd, it's like 50 degrees.
Yeah, it was nice yesterday.
Yeah, it was gorgeous yesterday. And here comes New Mexico with the backhand towards the net. Thrown around there, nice pass by New Mexico. See, and then we chase. And did you notice how we had to chase, turn around, chase? That's what we do as a team, is we just chase the puck like a dog chasing a tennis ball. Chip towards the net, goalie's able to snag that behind the net. So clock is running, 55 seconds to go, so that'll wrap it up. And for my money, they don't have to drop the face-off here. But it is in the zone where we want it to be. Long day for the Warriors, and we will see A Navy later on today.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's 6:20 or 6:30.
One of the games is 6:20, one of them is 6:30. So if you go with 6:20, you can't be late.
Yep.
Thrown down, 23 seconds to go. That'll wrap it up.
That was the first shot in a long time that was quality.
I wasn't even watching because I was just kind of soaking in the arena since it's nice in here. what a pleasure it is to get to play in a place like this and all those things. I would say, though, for honestly, the fact that we only got beat 4-0 is you got to try to sell that to the kids. It could have been worse.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You know, can't win them all, but
that'll wrap it up. A Navy at, I want to say it's 6:30 because I know the championship's 6:20.
okay.
Both games are at 6:20. Oh. Okay. On the crossbar it said 6:20 championship, but apparently we're 6:20 for our consolation game. So we'll start just ahead of them. And I wish that our game started about half an hour ahead of the championship, so when we got done we could go over and see the championship as fans, because after watching something like this I want to see good hockey. And the other team's coach went out of his way to say hi and good game to my son because he knows him, and he's, like I said, he's just a quality dude. Bummer losing to him, so I'm going to go kick him in the shins before we leave today. 4-0 Wolves, and a rematch with A Navy is on the docket for later on today at one of the Broadmoor arenas. Doesn't matter to you at home. It's going to look like a sheet of ice. It's going to have some blue lines, some red lines, and a couple goals.
Well, we could luck out and get the Olympic ice. That'd be fun. I don't think we've had an Olympic ice game this year.
We haven't here. We only had one last year. It was against this New Mexico team.
And that rink's mildly better than the NHL one.
It's massive.
But it's fun for the kids to get out there. And you wouldn't think 15 feet would make that big of a difference, but it does.
There's so much room behind the goal.
And actually, it's actually shorter. They moved the goals in.
Okay.
But it's actually 3 feet shorter than an NHL rink. It's 30 meters instead of 200 feet. So it's 97.4 feet as opposed to 200 feet.
I want a liter of cola.
We don't have a liter of cola.
Just get a large, Farva. So
don't want a large Farva.
I don't know what a meter means. If you want to expand on it, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what, 39 inches instead of 36?
Okay, so let me translate it this way to the people like me. A rink is 200 feet, no?
Yes, but an Olympic rink, they measure in meters, which makes it 3 feet shorter than 200 feet.
So it's 197 feet?
Yes. But it's 15 meters wide, so it's 15 feet wider, 3 feet shorter.
Okay. So it's less of a, is this an oval?
Yeah. Yeah, it's, if you notice, they got kind of,
so it's
the
more
corners kind of curl instead of wrap around.
So it's more of an egg.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's the kind of avenues we should start going down when the performances like this is solving the dimensions of the arenas.
Well, and that's where they messed up in Italy. They made it 85 feet wide and 30 meters long. They hybrided it.
Can't you just move the boards around?
It was built. What was getting me though is it's probably going to mess up the figure skaters because they use these lines as like indications of where to jump and where to be.
Right.
You know, and now you got a hybrid rink.
Right. Well, that'll be an expensive fix.
It was too late to fix. It's over. The NHL was talking about not letting them play, and then all the players were like, I don't care. Put us on a pond.
Right, and at the end of the day, really, we're both playing on the same ice.
That's just it. And
so we'll figure it out. I'm sure there'll be some chuckles with the players when they
slam into the boards or something.
Right, when an oddball play happens, they're going to be like, that was weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't get to play here anymore. That stinks.
Yep.
So far, we've played 2 games here as Carl and Elvis and Henry together, and Elijah and Isan. So we've lost 2-1 and 4-0. So Robson hasn't been our friend. And hats off to Harrison Hupp. If his dad's listening, he's the only Warrior that scored a goal here in my 2 games experience.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay,
we're going to
so,
sign
yeah,
off
we're gonna
here.
go because Stewie needs some attention, and we'll see you at Olympic Arena maybe.